Next, Raiders, Ravens. Ravens favored by 10.5. Over-under is 42.5. Looks like they're going to roll with Lamar Jackson again. Joe Flacco is going to be out for at least one more week. And then if Lamar Jackson wins, who the heck knows what's going to happen. Alex Collins, the Ravens back, hasn't practiced this week. He's got a foot injury. Last week, they leaned on Gus Edwards, sort of a north-south running fullback type. I joked with Ryan the other day that whenever coaches say after a game how much they like the decisiveness and the north-south running, that means they like a guy. Like, the guy can gain 200 yards, but I like the north-south stuff even more. Because, not that I like it, but I know the coaches love it when they say that. I think it's a big deal. But the question I have here, Lamar Jackson did fine last week. He ran a lot. The passing game, they kind of shielded him from any disasters, or they tried to. With all this running, should a team be favored by double digits? You know? I know the Raiders are bad, but the running shortens the game, and you're asking for – if the Raiders scored 14 here, they probably cover. You know what I mean? It just seems like a big spread for the style of game that it's looking to be.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I mean, at the same time, this could be like a 16-3 type game or a 20-7 type game, and boom, it's covered. The Raiders are so bad. I don't see them going on some kind of scoring spree. And what's crazy is that I was looking at stats last night, and Oakland has a better turnover differential than the Ravens do. Oakland's -4, and I think the Ravens are -5. Even though Baltimore has the number one defense in the league, they just don't get turnovers. But I see a lot of 3-and-outs in Oakland's future.
Right.
And I think so if you're in that situation where you're getting a lot of 3-and-outs, then you can you do a lot in offense on the other side. And even if you're running the ball a lot, you have a lot of the time of possession. And I don't see this as too crazy of a spread.
Okay, I'm going to pick the Ravens anyway. I'm going to pick them covering just because I think the Raiders are so bad, even with their nice win last week. Who do you have in this one? You're going Ravens?
Who do I have? No, I have the Raiders.
You have the Raiders? All right, so we both contradicted each other just now. I was pessimistic on the spread, and you were optimistic about covering. Yeah, I wonder definitely with the style of game and with a rookie quarterback who can make mistakes. But again, the Raiders are so bad. I just don't. I'm fine with the Ravens covering here.
Yeah, I forgot to look at it before I went into that research mode. Actually, I had a 10.5, but Raiders are plus 10.5. So
that's what we have now. It's 10.5. What we have on NFLPickWatch.com is 10.5.
Okay, yeah, because I guess it was 11.5 at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe I'll change. Yeah, I don't like that. Maybe I'll change it. I don't like. Sometimes I do these picks and I'm like, I do it kind of off the cuff. Like I just want to cut my gut feeling, and then when you get into it, you're like, oh wait, that gut feeling is completely wrong.
Yeah.
I may end up changing it, but I don't know. What do you think about Lamar Jackson as far as his future as a runner? That's getting a lot of play this week about. Dude ran 27 times last week. You can't have an NFL quarterback doing that. And then Harbaugh got kind of high and mighty and said, I got news for you. He's a thrower. He's a quarterback. I don't appreciate the insinuation of the question that he's not a quarterback. And
right. I think that in college, he looked like a better passer. Like that people made a lot out of his running in college, but he was a pretty good passer too. And he was playing for a coach that Bobby Petrino, for whatever other issues Bobby Petrino has, that he was probably set up in a way that, the advancement, it wasn't going to be some sort of, huge learning curve in the NFL. But he was taught well. Let's put it that way. I think he'll be okay. He has shown this year that he's a little shaky as a passer, and the book on him from the scouts is that there are some fundamentals that he needs to work on, like foot placement and that kind of stuff. But I don't think he's just a runner. He's an incredible runner.
Yeah.
He's so fast. He was the fastest guy in the field last week. But I think his future as a passer is going to be okay. He's going to be good enough when you put it together with the running that I think he's going to be pretty good. But I do think, this week, I don't think he'll run 27 times. I think he'll probably run 15, which is fine.
Yeah.
And they're going to be run heavy. And, they might live with some mistakes in the passing game, but he's not going to throw 40 times. He's probably going to throw 20 again or something. Ideally, I think that's probably what they want to do.
And then give that ball to Gus, man.
Gus,
is.
Rutgers guy. I got to promote a Rutgers guy, so I'm happy. Gus Edwards that he ran well last week. So all right, so we're probably both going Ravens here.
Yeah, you know what? I'm on the NFL Pick Watch site right now, and it's so easy to change your picks. That's what I'm doing right this very second. I'm gonna go Ravens at -10.5. Boom, I'm done.
Yep. There you go. Live switch in the middle of the show. How about that? All right, folks. So on NFLPickWatch.com, 54% of the experts are going with the Raiders and the spread. 62% of the fans are going with the Ravens to cover. Josh and I agree with the fans. So there you go.